let's be honest. If manifestation really worked the way people on the internet say it does, everyone in the world would be living their dream life by now. But they're not. So, what's really going on here? If manifestation just some overhyped positive thinking fad, or are most people missing the actual mechanics of how it works? Because here's the truth. Manifestation isn't magic, it's neuroscience, it's energy, it's embodiment. And yes, it works, but only when you understand how it works. Here's the truth most people don't talk about. Manifestation isn't just about wishing, hoping, or writing things on a vision board. It's about how your brain and nervous system quite literally shape the reality that you experience. Every single thought you have activates a network of neural pathways. When those thoughts are repeated, especially with strong emotion, your brain cannot tell the difference between imagination and real experience. That's not spiritual fluff, though. That's neuroscience. This is why elite athletes, performers, and even NASA astronauts use visualization before big moments. It's not fluff. It's neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. A perfect example of this is Michael Phelps. Before every Olympic race, he didn't just practice in the pool, he visualized every single stroke, every turn, every second of the perfect race. By the time he dove in that pool, his brain and nervous system had already experienced it thousands of times. That's why when his goggles filled with water during a final, he still won, because his mind had already run the program. Because your brain strengthens and wires in whatever it repeatedly experiences, even if it's just in your mind. The same science applies to your life. Your brain uses something called the reticular activating system, or RAS, to filter your reality. It decides what information to prioritize based on what you actually focus on. If you focus on fear, lack, or limitation, your RAS will filter the world through that lens and show you more of it as proof of those stories. But when you deliberately feed your mind a new vision over and over again, consistently focusing on your goals and your desired state of being, your brain begins to notice and align with opportunities that match that reality. Your RAS begins filtering for opportunities, people, and moments that align with that vision. This isn't magic, it's your biology at work. Here's where most people unknowingly sabotage themselves, blocking their own manifestations. They visualize their dream once, maybe twice, feel good for about 5 minutes or so. And then what do? Go right back to living from their old identity, the one built on stories like, I can't, I'm just not enough. That's not for people like me. It's never going to happen. That's like planting a seed in rich soil and then pouring doubt on it every single day. Manifestation isn't just what you do in a 5-minute visualization practice or foreseeing a future you don't actually believe in. It's about training your brain and regulating your nervous system so that your mind and body both believe your new reality is possible and they accept it as truth. Because when your brain believes and starts seeing it as real, your behaviors will start aligning with it as well. And that's when everything actually shifts. This is where most manifestation advice online completely falls apart. Everyone talks about vision boards, affirmations, and scripting like they're magic spells. But manifestation isn't just about what you want, it's about who you become while wanting it. And most people are missing the 3 crucial links that actually make it work. Missing link number 1, emotional alignment. You can't manifest abundance from a nervous system that doesn't feel safe. If your mind is saying, I want more, but your body is still living in survival mode, guess what? Your energy is broadcasting a completely different signal. And guess what the universe, or more accurately, your brain's filtering system responds to? The stronger signal. Neuroscience calls this cognitive dissonance, the internal tension when what we say and what we feel don't match. Spirituality calls it energetic resistance, but it's the same wall. Your nervous system isn't sabotaging you out of cruelty, it's trying to keep you safe. If you've experienced lack, betrayal, or disappointment in the past, receiving more can actually feel threatening on a subconscious level. That's why real manifestation isn't just mindset work, it's nervous system regulation, breath work, grounding, somatic practices, and emotional processing. Clear that static so your frequency and your focus are finally aligned. Missing link number 2, embodiment. You don't attract what you wish for, you attract what you are. If your thoughts whisper, I'm abundant, but your daily actions scream, I'm in survival, your nervous system believes the latter. Your subconscious learns through repetition, emotion, and movement, not just words. Embodiment means starting to live as the version of yourself who already has what you desire. Not pretending, not faking, but shifting your habits, your posture, your language, and choices to match your future self. It's how you teach your brain and body. This is safe now. This is real. Think of it this way. If you were already living your dream, how would you walk? How would you speak? Breathe? Would you make decisions? That's embodiment. And once your energy, thoughts, and actions are aligned, the external world begins to rearrange itself accordingly. Missing link number 3, surrender and trust. Here's the paradox that most people overlook. The harder you try to control your manifestation, the more resistance you create. When your energy is locked in overdrive, obsessing over the how and when, what you're actually broadcasting is, I don't trust that it's actually coming. I know this one personally. For years, I practiced what I like to call controlled manifestation. I visualized, I affirmed, I scripted, but then I would tighten my grip, checking energetically like every 5 minutes, like I was tracking a late package. And yes, a lot of times it worked, but it was exhausting. It always felt like I had to force the universe to cooperate with me. Everything shifted when I learned to surrender. Not in a give up kind of way though, in a trust the process kind of way. It's kind of like placing an order on Amazon. You don't place it and panic every hour asking, oh my gosh, is the truck on the right road? You just know it's on the way. You trust the system. You go live your life. Manifestation works the same way. When you energetically unclench your fists and just trust the timing, you stop affirming the absence of what you want and start aligning with its arrival. That's when my biggest manifestations came through. Not in the moments of micromanaging the universe, but in the moments of certainty, of inner calm, of it's already mine type of knowing. That's when the timing synced up. The people showed up and the opportunities flowed in ways I couldn't have even predicted or forced. And that's the power of surrender. It's not passive though. It's magnetic. So, when people say manifestation doesn't work, it's usually not that the process failed. It's that they've only been working with half of the equation. You need the vision and the nervous system to support it. The thoughts, and the embodiment, the desire and the surrender. Think of manifestation like a circuit. If one wire is disconnected, the current won't flow. Most people only focus on one or two of the process parts, usually the thoughts or affirmations, and then wonder why nothing changes. But true manifestation is a full body, full energy practice. It's not just about wishing, it's about becoming. Thought, creating the vision. It starts with a clear mental blueprint. The moment that you see it in your mind, your brain begins mapping the path. This is where you set the intention and activate your reticular activating system, your brain's filter that starts looking for opportunities that align with your focus. Emotion, feeling it in your body. Emotion is the charge that fuels the signal. Without it, a vision is just a daydream. When you feel your desired state, safety, abundance, love, your nervous system starts imprinting that experience as real. Action, embodying it in behavior. Your subconscious doesn't learn through logic, it learns through lived experience. Every aligned action tells your brain, this is who I am now. Even small daily choices, how you speak, how you show up, reinforce this new identity. Surrender, releasing control. Here's where the magic happens. When you let go of how and when, you shift from chasing to magnetizing. This is the energetic exhale that creates space for synchronicity and timing to unfold. Integration, aligning until it becomes reality. Manifestation isn't a one-time ritual. It's a state of being you return to again and again. Integration is when your inner world becomes so real, your external world has no choice but to catch up. People who truly live in their desired reality aren't the ones who just think about it. They embody it. They become it. They live from the vision, not just from it. Their inner world becomes so real that eventually the outer world has no choice but to catch up. And that's when everything clicks into place. Manifestation isn't about begging the universe to give you something you lack. It's about remembering that you are a co-creator of reality. It's about remembering that you are the universe experiencing itself through you. This is the layer where ancient spiritual wisdom and modern science finally shake hands. Long before manifestation became a trending topic, ancient mystics and philosophers were teaching it regularly. In Hermetic philosophy, it's called mental transmutation, the process of transforming thought into tangible form. Joe Dispenza calls it firing and wiring, creating new neural pathways so the brain begins to expect a different future. Quantum physicists talk about the observer effect, how the very act of focused attention influences reality on a subatomic level. Energy healers describe it as vibrational alignment. The frequency you hold determines the reality you magnetize. Whatever language you use, the message is all the same truth. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It mirrors who you are. That's why the real work of manifestation isn't about forcing reality to bend to you. It's about becoming the kind of person who already lives in that reality, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. When you step into that frequency, you stop chasing and you start attracting. You stop begging and start commanding. Not from ego though, from your natural power as a co-creator. This is where manifestation stops being a tool and just becomes a way of being. So, if manifestation works, why isn't everyone living their dream life? Because most people are affirming one thing while embodying another. They're trying to manifest from the wound, not from the healed identity. When you align thought, emotion, action, and energy, everything changes. I'd love to hear from you. What part of the manifestation loop are you currently working on? Thought, emotion, embodiment, or surrender? Drop it in the comments or DM me. Let's go deeper. As always, be more than a label and embody your divine soul.